Yahoo! Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? It's a little strange. It's a little weird to do this. But it has to be done. I don't want to just leave without, you know? So. All I can see is that Noxie is crying her eyes out. Again. Being dramatic, crying, hydrating. At least you're staying hydrated, because if you keep crying, you'll be dehydrated. And I don't want that. That just results in headaches. I don't want you to have those. But are you, aside from being dramatic over this, is your day good so far? I know it's like significantly earlier for you than it is here. Oh no, don't have headaches. No. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. We cannot be doing those. Much better than you. That's nice. That's good at least. I don't know, I just feel weird about today. Cause like, on one hand, what was it? I was like informed, you know, that like everything is working out properly with like the payment, and that it's finally confirmed, which is great. It's wonderful. I fucking love it. I don't have to stress about that anymore. I got told that like some other documents I'd sent to them was like confirmed, that they could basically just be like, yeah, you could just pack your shit and like get ready because everything is in order now. So yeah. Day 4, no caffeine. Girl, how are you surviving? How? Wait, I forgot. Have you just like cut out like caffeine entirely? Or are you like allowing yourself like one cup of coffee like in the weekends or something like that? Or is it just like none? I'm gonna have it. Oh, okay. Cause like, yeah. I knew that you already didn't drink coffee like every single day, but during the week is a no-go. I want to see if it fixes my phlegm. Oh, yeah, it might. It could. Let's be honest. I also I just finished my last load of laundry today. Because I made a packing list. I told the some of the others about it. That I've made like a packing list. It's like close to 50 items. It's so bad. Oh my god, it's so much stuff to pack. But obviously I'd gone through my closet and been like, I kind of want to bring like these items so that I'm guaranteed that I have clothes that I'm comfortable wearing. And that also fit like the weather that I'm flying into, because the weather in Japan right now is significantly different from how it is in Denmark. Like intensely so. So I've been packing like clothes so far, and I noticed that like half of the items on my list are like in my laundry. Like they have not been washed, and I was like, fuck, that means I need to do laundry before I leave as well. So I did the very last load of laundry today, and it's currently like drying on the clothing rack. Which is weird. It feels a little strange to know that I won't be doing laundry for the next, or I will be doing laundry, but I won't be doing laundry here for the next 6 months. It's like very minuscule things, but it feels weird to think about. So. I did, however, notice, because, like, on Tuesday, I went to, like, print out some stuff. Because I don't have a printer at my place. I should probably get one. But I don't. So I had to go to my university to use the printers there. And I had to print out some stuff that, like, I need to bring. It's, like, stuff, like, for my, like, immigration process and that sort of stuff. So, like, it's very necessary. I found out that I missed some documents. Like, technically I can print them in Japan, but I'm not sure, like, where or how that works. So I would much rather just have them printed out beforehand. So I need to go do that tomorrow before I go visit my dad. Because tomorrow is going to be kind of packed for me. I have to go print those, like, remaining documents that I completely forgot about. And then I have to go to my dad's place and, like, say one final hello and goodbye to him. Or not to him, but more so to, like, my sister, because I won't see her for 6 months. And she has not quite grasped that I will be gone. Like, for reference, she's, like, over a decade younger than me, so that's why. So she doesn't quite understand why I don't live at home. That's one thing. And she doesn't quite understand that when I say, oh, I'm going to Japan for 6 months, that means she can't see me for 6 months. Like, so I'm going to see her and my dad tomorrow. And then after that, going to a family dinner. So. And then Saturday, I need to grab the last thing that I have forgotten to get myself. Just, like, some personal items that I completely, like, forgot. Everything's been so stressful, so I've just been forgetting left and right, so. And then my mother, or specifically my grandmother, actually, she was like, we have a lot of family birthdays, like, in spring, so we typically do, like, a, what's it called, like, a get-together family birthday celebration thing, like, in early spring or in mid-spring. But given that yours truly leaves soon, we're like, yeah, no, we can't do that. So my grandmother was like, when do you have time? And I had been like, oh, like, it's either, like, the first weekend between February and March, so, like, the 28th or the 1st, I believe. Or it's, like, the weekend right before I leave. And she's like, yeah, your aunts and uncles can't really, like, they aren't really available between, like, the 28th and the 1st. So we have to do, like, the last weekend before you leave. So on Sunday, I have a full family gathering 2 days before I leave. I'm like, I was just wanting to relax, man. You want me to socialize for, like, several fucking hours? So, that's like... Hi, Jet! Welcome in, welcome in. I'm already bad at I'm not bad at family gatherings, especially not on my mother's side, which thankfully this is. But I do have, like, a side of the family. So, for reference, my mother has 2 sisters, right? And her younger sister, my aunt, is an absolute sweetheart. She is lovely, and so is her husband and, like, her children. Absolute, like, lovely people, right? My grandma and my grandpa, absolutely amazing people. I do not want to have a life without them. I love them so much, right? Her older sister and their family. I don't want to go into details because that's not my place, right? And it's not supposed to be on the internet. I have a problem with that uncle specifically, right? I do not like him. He makes me incredibly uncomfortable. I don't like him. And their kids are just rude, to say the least. And when I say kids, like, the oldest is, like, a year older than me, and, like, the youngest is, like, what? 16? something like that. So, but I just don't like that side of the family. Luckily for me, they are very often very, very busy, which means that they don't come to family gatherings that often. And especially not my uncle, because he works on like some sort of boat, which means he goes on like trips a lot, right? And so when I was with my mother this Monday, I had thought, we were talking about like that family gathering, and I had thought it was just gonna be me and my mother and like my younger brother, my grandparents, and my mother's younger sister and her family, right? That was what I thought. And my mother is like, oh yeah, my older sister and her family, like they're also coming. And I'm like, what about my uncle? And she's like, oh, I don't know about that. I hope he doesn't show. Because like the entire family, or not the entire family, but at least like a lot of the family has a problem with him. Oh my god. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Jaka. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, a raid this early in the stream? Wait. Jaka, how long have you been going for? Meowdy, my guy. Jesus Christ. How long did you go for? Because I know that your streams are like hella long and would kill me. 11 hours? And you're saying only? Dude, you are built different. Holy shit, you're built different. What the fuck? But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Mirei Hasegawa. I am a cat girl VTuber alchemist. I'm European, so yeah, that's a debuff. And yeah, welcome in. Bro, I usually go for at least 12. You're crazy for that. You're crazy. I've done one stream past like 12 hours and I almost died. I was so tired the next day, you do not want to know. That it was only... The fact that you guys are saying only 11 is insane to me. What? Here, like, in the apothecary, in this side of the of Twitch, right? A stream is typically like 3 to 4 hours. If it's a collab, anywhere between 6 and 8 is like the norm. 5 and 8 maybe, 5 and 8. That's like normal. 11 is insane. I vaguely remember that stream. I think I was there. Yeah, I think you were actually. Sometimes we can convince her to... That's true, you can. Sometimes you can. You can trick me into going longer. I don't know how I feel about that though. I have almost all of the time today. But yeah, this is for context about this stream, because it's a little special. I'm going on exchange to Japan next week. I'm leaving. So this is actually this is my last stream on my channel, at least, for the next 6 months. But yeah, I will still like I will still appear in like friends streams as like commentary, or like I have Stellar Void that you see in the chat, like Noxie, my good friend. I'm gonna teach her gacha at some point. So that's great. She's dead ass abandoning us for real. Yeah. I hate to break it to you, it's been in the works for a long time, my guy. I've been planning this since before I started streaming, by the way. I've always known that I would take this opportunity, so. How could you let her leave us? Oh my god. You guys will be fine. You'll be fine without me. My turn is to keep her so... Oh my god. There's always the Discord. There's always my DMs, for those of you who have them. So. She's going to be on my stream, hopefully. I will try to at least. I can't guarantee that it'll be every weekend, simply because, like, I also want to go out and do stuff that isn't studying. And, like, explore and whatnot, and take, like, mini trips, that sort of stuff. But I will try to be there as often as I can. I was doing Enfield for a while, and new story. Oh, yeah, they dropped a new story, that's true. Tried pulling Tong Tong and got Gilberta. Oh. Wait, Gilberta's still... Huh? Wait. No. I thought, like... So you can still lose your pity, or lose your 50-50. This is... Oh, okay, so it works like that. Because I had thought, like, they would set up, like, quote-unquote, a patch of, like, 3 banners. And, like, those characters would be the characters that you could, like, lose your 50-50 to outside of their banner, right? If that makes any sense how I'm wording that. But it's not? Next banner will have you on... Soupso? What? Wait. Hold up. Who's that, like, second character? What? Brown... Since... Wait, Brown Dust 2, that's that weird one, isn't it? Tong Tong is... Oh, okay, I thought so, but I was like, no, I gotta confirm. I don't know about Brown Dust 2. If I remember correctly, that's that... No, nah. Nope. No, thank you. I think, by the way... I'm pretty sure that the game I want to try to have, like, Noxy play is Senless. I think I've made my choice. Because I've been, like, debating. It needed to be one that I was into, right? That I know how to play. But also one that's, like, relatively beginner friendly. Which meant that, like, Arknight is just off the table. That one is not beginner friendly. Not in my book, at least. It took Star Rail off the chart because the story is what the story is. Genshin is just, I think, a little too easy, almost, to get into. Like, you can get bored with the combat pretty quickly if you don't do something actively. So... and Wuthering Waves, I've stopped playing myself because I got bored of it, so I'm pretty sure Senless is, like, our best bet, so. Get Noxy set up with her own account and send her your deeds so she can do... she could do that if it wasn't that I played on the fucking EU server. Noxy's in North America. She's Canadian. She's not on EU. I still need to pull Arya. The game refuses to let me have her. Ooh, yeah, the game gave me grace yesterday. For the 3rd time. So that's great. I am in the frozen north. You truly are. I don't know how you survive. It is insane to me. I can also do your dailies for you if you want. I'm thinking, because, like, I live with someone right now, right? And I'm, like, considering if they should just, like, have access to my PC and be able to open it and, like, play my games directly from my PC. Because, like, that would be easy. Just be like, hey, yo, once a week, like, at least once a week, do this. Like, you don't need to do it daily. I'm fine with that, but, like, just, like, once a week, when you have time, open my computer, go into Arknights, do that stuff, go into Senless, do that, and then, you know. If you pull a Soldier 11, I would gladly take her. I have her, I think. I think I have Soldier 11. I'm pretty sure, at least. Dog, they could rip dailies in 30 seconds. Yeah, but, like, I also know that, like, gacha games is something that they don't play. They don't like. So, I don't, and I'm not that keen on like, oh, having as many materials as I can like, okay, let me try again, as I can possibly get. Holy shit. So I'm like, you know, it's just like, I don't want to like burden them with it, because it can also start feeling like a chore, so. I could also look into a VPN, that's always possible. You don't need one for Hoyo games. You can play on any service without one. Yeah, you can. Because I used to have a North America account for Genshin. Yeah. I played it on it for a little bit, got to Leeway, and then I was like, this ping is abysmal. I can't. Someone that uses mods in Sunless is oh. Wait, mods in Sunless? Are you talking like outfit mods or something else? I'm curious now. But yeah, Sunless is like Sunless is more or less the one that I care about the most, and then it's Arknights right now. Because they've kind of like dimmed down a little bit. Hello, welcome in. Doesn't need those handlebars or anything else for the outfits like the one in the corner look like. Oh, wait, what? I did not know that there were like Uma Musume like mods in Senless. What? I've seen them in other games. I didn't know Senless had them as well. That's crazy though. But yeah, I want to get Noxie to play Senless. Because Senless is genuinely the one that I'm like, you can get into that so easily. The gameplay is pretty straightforward. The combat doesn't feel too intricate or too difficult. Teams are very, like, versatile. You can, like... Yes, there are, like, meta teams that are super good and, like, just fucking instantly kill anything. But there are also, like... You can use this team instead. Like, it's alright. Like, as long as you know how to play, then it's good. And the only prereq for me was cute girls. Yep! And Senless definitely has that. So, I think Senless is the best option, right? Plus, like, it's one of those where you don't have to sit and grind every single day for polychromes. Like, you can still get quite a fair amount if you log in ever so often. So I think it's not the most generous game, but it's definitely one that's like, it's alright, you know? I'd say Nikke is also good. Nope. Nikke and Brown Does Too are not good options. We are not doing those. Fuck no. They are never. You're never seeing it. Nope. I stand my ground. Yes, Jaco, what is it? What is it? No, stop your gooner, wait, what the hell? What the fuck, man? Oh my lord. Look, here's the thing. There is, like, tasteful gooner game. Where it's just a lot of titty and a lot of ass. Or even just a little of, like, a little titty, a little ass, you know? Like, that sort of stuff. Revealing outfits. Or not even revealing outfits, just, like, outfits that are slightly scandalous, you know? That's okay. There's also a line for me. I think we got that established very well yesterday. That I have a line for when it's like, okay, now it's just sexualized. And I don't like that. I simply just prefer that, like, you know what? There's good jiggle physics. That's fine. That's good. But I also need, like, to actually, like, be able to look at anything else, you know? That I'm not, like, immediately getting a face full of ass every time I open the game. Or combat, for that matter. So no thank you. It's not gonna happen. Can we please get Eula in HSR and CCG, please? Oh my god. I remember when her trailer came out and people were like, God damn! You know? Because, like, she was, at the time, was she not one of the characters in Genshin who had, like, the most, like, Can I speak? God damn. Revealing outfits. What would she even look like in those games? I think her style can be very easily translated to both games, actually. Because, like, especially to Star Rail, she can just, like, be, like, her night theme can easily be translated to Star Rail, because we already have, like, Argenti, who has a full fucking armor. Senla's probably not so much. Like, it needs to be, like, a few tweaks, but I can still see it working out. So. But, yeah. I think Genshin characters are a little harder to put into Senla's, simply because Genshin is a lot more fantasy. Pretty sure I saw a mod that makes SMB kind of... Huh! That's actually really interesting. Wait. S-rank Ambi. She doesn't look like... With a... You're crazy, man. Oh my god. Because, like, I remember her, like... Oh, Soldier Zero. That's what she... I never call her Soldier Zero. Or whatever it is. Like, never. It's always just S-rank and B. I don't remember her, like... I kind of can't see how she can be turned into Eula of all people. I'm interested now, though. I'm interested to see it, just because, like, curiosity is getting the better of me, right? I would like to know how they made that work. So. Oh my god. Jesus. But yeah. The one that makes Monata look like someone from Guilty Gears. I've seen some Monata ones, but not like... I've seen like one that was like a recolor. That basically just like put him in a third color option. So, I don't know what, I can't remember the other ones. I've seen a couple for Minato, but I can't quite recall them. I've seen one for Lighter that removed his jacket, so he was just in a tank top, though, because apparently that's what the people want. I can't fault them. There's also, oh my god, there was one, I can't remember which character it was, but there was one that replaced a character with Acheron from Star Rail. And I find that one to be cool. I think that's insane. That's cool. Generally, I don't actually get as many, like, mods, like, on my TL. It's very like a one like video every like fucking 2 months. Like one video or post of a mod every 2 months or something. If Resident Evil is anything to go by, the people desire both shirtless men. I saw that. I know that there's people out there who are like, oh yes, like we got Leon Kennedy and like shirtless like in the new one, right? But I've also seen so many people being like, he does not need to be shirtless. He does not need to be naked. He can just be in the outfit that he's in. And I gotta agree. I have to agree. I really do have to agree. He does not need to be shirtless. That man is hot regardless, and that's fact. That is straight fact. You can't argue with me. I will not take any, like, arguments or anything like that on that one. No. Hell no. Anything else, sure, we can argue that. But whether or not Leon Kennedy is hot, I will not take anything else. So. I never thought I would see, oh my god, of all people, Noxy? Damn. Damn. Hi, hello, yes. Oh my god. Is it Resident Evil 9? The one that just, or what is the new one called? I can't remember. I haven't played any of the Resident Evil games. I just get a lot of the content on my TL. What is it called again? Requiem. Oh yeah, okay. I have seen so many like versions of the same clip of Requiem. Oh my god. Like, it's insane. It's always the same clip. I've also seen people that have like compared like different versions of him in different games to the current one. And all of the comments are like, he has aged like fine wine. And I agree. I have to agree. I haven't played any of the games, but yes, you are 100% right. After looking at some mods, someone apparently decided to put Xiao... What? The little bunny? The little pink bunny in Eula's outfit. Wait, is her outfit then colored pink? Or like, is it still like that aggressive blue and silver? I'm curious now. Inform me, please. Enlighten me. But I've actually considered if I should play the new one. But I'm like, oh wait, do you need to play like all of the other Resident Evil games to play Requiem? Or can you just play Requiem and be satisfied? Like, is that enough, or are you gonna miss out? Just pulled palette and her weapon. Oh, okay. I think there's an order. I was debating it myself so I could do oh yeah, for research. For research. Cause like, I've been like, I kinda wanna know. Look her up. Wait, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, do I dare? Okay, let me see. Is this gonna... Okay, that's not what I'm getting. Okay, let me... I think I need to write this out in full, otherwise... What am I looking at? I'm so confused. Okay. I don't... what? I'm so confused. Anyway. I mean, she just looks like a shut-in from what I'm seeing from the results that I'm getting. Let me see what else. It's literally just you learn. Okay, so they haven't changed their color palette. Lost said the remakes would be fine if we didn't want to deal with tank controls. See, I don't know what tank controls mean, so I'm taking that as it's great! You can just play Requiem, but it has some nice references if you play 2. Okay. Okay, I see. So I can play Requiem, but if I want to know more, then I can, like, playing the others will, like... Is it just, like, tiny references? Like, oh, you will know what this means, like, if you've played the other ones. And, like, it's just a nice little Easter egg. If you know Label from Nikkei, I don't. I really don't. She's crusty just like me. Oh, that's insane. That is insane. A lot of people love the stinky, dirty shit. I think a lot of people love it in theory, not in real life. A lot of people like the characters in anime and in media that are like that, but IRL, if they met someone like that, they would be like, no. Simply because, especially like if you don't shower, that is one thing that can make you absolutely unbearable to be around. I play gachas for 14 hours a day. See, and that's a problem. That is genuinely a problem. You need to go outside. You need to take a shower. Great, you shower every day? Fantastic. You touching grass? It's crucial sometimes, you know. Noxy, you can go out and touch the snow instead. Like I said, they like the aesthetics as opposed to the consequences of... Exactly. I think, like... She's leaving and now she's I'm not threatening you. Oh my god. Oh my lord. You guys just want to fight. That's all you want to do. Not very cash money of you? Oh, my bad, bro, my bad. Kind of cringe, to be honest. I'm a VTuber. Cringe is a part of the job description, bro. The fuck do you want from me? What do you want from me? Jesus. I can't just, like, you know, remove cringe from VTubing. That's not how it works. The snow is dirt. How was I supposed to know? Touch the clean snow. There has to be some of it. There has to be clean snow. You live in a country that gets like a fuck ton of it. There has to be at least some of it that's clean. Or semi-clean. Just don't eat it. I'm asking you to touch it. You can wash your hands afterwards. We know you're European, you don't know. What? What am I not a knower of? I would like to remind you that I live in Scandinavia. We get snow. It's a part of it. We should be... Oh, you're getting more? Oh, damn. I'm so sorry for you. VTubing without cringe sounds like a roundabout way of saying you want nothing. Yeah. That's... yeah. cringe is just a part of VTubing, and to be cringe is to be free. That does not change that I sometimes have, like, the most intense secondhand embarrassment from some of the shit that I see. It was plus 20°C yesterday, and now it's... What the fuck do you mean that you had 20 degrees? It is like 8 degrees outside right now. What the fuck? Hi, Ken. Welcome in. Welcome in. How is that possible? Don't you live more north than me? That's insane. It's Canada. Oh god, I can't explain it. I'm no joke. I'm a void. Oh my god. America be like, oh my lord. Jesus. That's... I just don't understand how it's possible. Like, yeah, we've had temperature drops before. But like... dropping from 20 degrees plus Celsius to like... what? -2? That's not normal. It's cold here too, 28. Okay, Ken, I need you to specify. Is that in Fahrenheit or in Celsius? Freedom units or not? I'm guessing freedom units, but I need to know. I need to be sure. I need to know. Yeah. Let me see what that is then. Let me see what that is. 28 degrees. Yeah, that's -2. Great. Okay. That's cold. I can agree. That is cold. That is actually really cold. I'm so happy that we're above like 5 degrees regularly now. I'm so happy about it. It means that I'm not freezing my ass off every single time I go in or go outside. I can't speak anymore. And the wind makes it feel even cold. Yeah, I know about that. I live in a very flat country surrounded by water. Wind is like a normal thing. That shit is like, that is standard procedure. You get that regardless. Like, all of winter, it was like, oh yeah, like it's 1 degree outside, but it feels like -13. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like, my little weather app is like, yeah, like the wind is making it feel colder. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. I live in Denmark. That is standard procedure. I cannot get around that. No way. Oh my god. But now, like, it's getting warmer, and right now, like, it's supposed to be, like, kind of hot in, like, Japan, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know if I can survive this. I have no idea. Will I survive this, guys? Maybe not. Maybe I am just dying. Maybe you guys simply just won't see me again because I will be fucking dead. I know the Japanese summer will, like, fucking kill me. Hopefully you won't be there during typhoon season. When is typhoon season in Japan again? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, so according to my little Google search, it's from May to October. I would like to remind you that I leave soon, like next week, and I stay until August. So yes, yeah, I'm there during typhoon season. With August and September being peak months. Fuck me, man. What the hell? Jesus. Please stay. I will try my best. Is it now that, like, I'm supposed to mention to you guys that Denmark does not get any, like, natural disasters at all? We don't get typhoons, we don't get tsunamis, we don't get earthquakes, we get nothing. Fun fact, Japan gets all of those. I have never experienced any of them in my entire life. I'm fucked. Mirei's gonna experience weather? Yes. At most, like, at most we get, like, a slightly aggressive storm here. That's, like, it. Yeah, we get wind. That's it. And, like, heavy rain. That's like all we get here. I'm gonna fucking die. Especially like the earthquakes. That's like the one that's scaring me a lot. Because I'm like, what if, like, I know that there are like ways to like to prepare yourself and like what to do in case of an earthquake. I don't know what those things are, and I should probably educate myself like right now. Jesus Christ. I should probably educate myself. If you're gonna get taken out by something wicked, you should stream it so we can watch it happen in real time. No. You guys really want to see me die, huh? Please educate yourself, or I'm making you walk around with a hard hat on. No, please don't. Please don't. Okay, I will educate myself. I will, right after the stream, I will Google what to do in case of an earthquake. All I know is that, like, my phone should give me, like, an alarm in case of, like it should. I read somewhere that that's automatic. Educate yourself right now? Okay, bet. Okay. What to do in case of earthquake? Let me see. There we go. Okay, let me see. What? Dies live on stream. True. Let me see. An emergency plan. What the hell? Oh my god. Yeah, make an emergency plan, like, for my family? Yeah, about that. They're in a different fucking country. Anyway. Avoid doorways. Okay. Cover your neck and head. I knew that one. Mirei Hasegawa from Twitch. Dies for your enjoyment at... Okay, Jesus Christ. If you're outside, stay there, move. Okay, so generally just move... Like, don't fucking move. Stay away from buildings, trees, streetlights, power lines. Yeah, I can kind of... And protect yourself from flying debris. Okay. Okay. I understand now. I know now what to do. Somewhat. I will read this, like, more in depth. Ah, yes. Stay away from buildings in Japan. Even more so, stay away from buildings in Tokyo. No. It's not possible. I'm making her carry a hard hat. You're not gonna do that. She's gonna be the new cats in hard hats. What the fuck? You will do no such thing. I have educated myself. I know what to do. Now. And I'm realizing now that, like, I have read about this before, I've just forgotten. You should just stay away from buildings, period. Haven't you even... No, I haven't. I have never played Parasocial. Chat, just... Hi, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I am. Very, very unfortunate, actually. I really do, like... I really wish that I could stream while in Japan. Okay, what is Noxy sending me? What the fuck? Oh my god, Noxy, that's amazing. I love that so much. Oh my god, that's so cute. That is adorable. I love it. Look up what to do in case you see cursed spirits fighting each other in Shibuya. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? Never. I need to know. I need to know what to do, like, just in case. I'm just telling you, bro, just IRL. I'm not IRL streaming. That is, no, I'm not doing that. That is not gonna happen. It is a little too much. You can always vlog. I don't know how I like that, though. I like being stationary when I stream. I like sitting down. I like being able to play game when I stream. And I like having my model. Just in case you see Mahoraga and Sukuna. Yeah, I need to know, you know? Like, you gotta be prepared. You have to be prepared out there. She's afraid we'll catch a glimpse. Reflection, see how hot she is IRL, and one of us weirdos will fall for it. That's crazy. Or we'll see that she's not actually an alchemist and report. Guys, don't report me. Don't report me. Please, I have so much to live for. My god. My god. Well, now I'm educated on what to do in case of the, like, what, 1,000 fucking earthquakes that Japan gets, like, a year? I probably should have educated myself before, but... No! No! No. Nuh-uh, we can't be going down that route. The thing is, I always forget that you guys call me, like, mother and whatnot. Until, like, one of you brings it up in chat. I forget. Like, it's genuinely, like, I turn off stream and I'm like, yeah, you know what? That never happened. I have never been called that in my entire life. And I open stream, like, the next day or something, and I'm like, what the fuck? My next stream title is gonna be Twitch stream of Mirei Hasegawa. Told me to kill myself right before she left for Japan. You know what? That bangs, actually. That is insane. That is such a good fucking title. That is such a good fucking title. Just watch the repo run. That VOD is insane. That VOD is like... I tune into... Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Welcome to the stream. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Or however the saying goes. I did no such thing. You guys don't have proof. I watched part of it last night, still cracks me up. I watch the clips ever so often, and I'm like hysterically like laughing every single time. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. It's okay, we're all telling us. What the fuck, bro? Oh my. What is what is stream? What is this place? What do I do with my life? I am a cat girl on the internet, and this is what I get. It is what it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chaka, that is so fucking funny. What the hell, brother? What the fuck? Oh my god. I love that. Oh my god. It's peak. It truly is. It truly is. Square for that, so which point I have 20 minutes to be cringe. Be cringe. Be free. To be cringe is to be free. Oh my god. Jesus. Either cringe or be cringe. It actually took me a fucking minute. I read that and I was like just in my head, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? And then I'm like, oh. I do not understand English. I do not speak English. I don't fucking know, man. I'm just kind of here. My god. I do actually kind of want to, like, just kind of hear unfortunate. Bro, you have every right to leave. No one's keeping you here. It's not like I have you taped to your chair, like, forcibly holding your eyes open. You should play. The demon clip is so fucking funny, bro. Oh my. What were you saying in that moment? I really, really, like, want to know what it sounds like from your perspective, because I genuinely have no fucking idea what you're saying. A return and we're forcing people into chairs? No, we're not. How? Bro, oh. How is that Gooner? You are too much on those hentai games, brother. You need to chill the fuck out. You need to get to the, like, the normal side of the internet. I gotta find it. Great, thank you. Nikkei and Brown Does Too? Are they simply just Gooner games? I refuse to believe that. From what I have heard, they sound like much worse. I have heard people describe them as hentai games before, so I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea what to tell you. If there were hentai games, I couldn't play them on stream. Fair. But then again, I have, like... Isn't Nikkei depression with a touch of goon? Wait, what? yeah, the story might be sad as fuck, but when, like, every single part of combat is a fucking ass shot. What the hell? Oh my lord. I realize that I know very little about, like, Nikkei, and I do not wish to know more about Nikkei. I, like, once experienced someone, like, streaming the game to me, and I was like, I don't like this. The booty jiggle is how they get you. They keep you on the game with the fucking banger music and danks. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm so that the music in Nikkei is top tier. I mean, if you say so, I choose to live in blissful, like, ignorance. I choose to just not know. Cause, like, no. It's principle. Like, it is just, like, no. Not gonna happen. I will believe you that the music is top tier, but you cannot, like... You cannot tell me that it's not also, like, a heavy Gunner game. So... It's actually a lot less Gunner than you think it is. From what I've seen, though... I don't know about that, but if you say so... If you say so. Saturn plays Nikkei, but I don't know much about it. Like... It's a lot of booty. And, like, a lot of titty as far as I'm aware. And the character, like, outfits are very sexual. Some of them. I'm more of a booba person, respectfully? Okay, I respect that. But, like, that does not change the fact that their outfits are still relatively sexual. Like, if I remember correctly, some of the fits that I saw were insane. I don't know why I'm so tired. Bunny Soda has one of the best designs I've ever seen for real. I don't know any of the characters by name, so... Yeah. Bro! I don't... Fine. What did you say her name? Bunny Soda. What the fuck kind of name is that? Holy honkers, what the hell? Oh my god. Okay, You are really not helping your case right now, bro. When I Google this, literally, like, the first 2 lines of pictures, right? I can see 3 of them. The rest are covered in, like, a sensitive filter thing. You are not helping your case. This is a gooner game, through and through. I will die on that hill. I am dead on that hill. She says athletic. Bro, her back hurts. I don't care if she's athletic. Her back fucking hurts, bro. My god. See, that's like, that's part of like what, you know, doesn't... She works in a maid... Oh, that just makes it worse. I have my issues with maid cafes, but like... We are not gonna get into that. Her normal fit? Then... Fine, what's her normal fit? What's her normal fit? Because that's not what, like, I searched Bunny Soda Nikkei. What do I need to search to see her, like, regular fit? Soda, okay. Oh, good lord. It has to just be uncomfortable at that point. That skirt doesn't even cover half! What the fuck? It covers nothing of her ass. Her tits are practically like falling out of her shirt. I will need to see it before I believe it. What the fuck do you mean they have muscle mommies? This is just obscene, honestly. Snow White, okay. You're not helping your case. I'm not like... See... Her tits are the size of her... They're bigger than her head. I mean, that looks alright, but I'm also getting a lot of versions where, like, she doesn't wear a cloak. With the cloak, it's fair. It's fine. I don't mind that. Like, that's a cute design. I don't understand why she's not wearing proper pants, but it's a cute design. But without the cloak is insane, though. This... Yeah, no, I will, like... I will not play Nikkei. This is... No, I will not. No, thank you. This is just not for me. Her abs could get it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, but I will still not play Nikkei. No. Look at Grave and... Oh my god. Okay, this is the final one, by the way. I'm not looking at any more Nikkei characters. Okay, so which version is she in the game? In the game, does she have long pants or not? Because I'm getting two versions. One that has, like, long pants, and one that has, like, fucking shorts. Booty shorts, specifically. Shorts. I mean, yes, she is muscle mommy. I will agree on, though. I will agree. But no, it's still just, there's no need. Yeah, like, I get it. The abs are hot. But there is such a thing as too revealing. We don't care about... I mean... It can look nice. It's not my, like... I just don't want characters to be overly sexualized. That's all. Because, like, I'm getting a little tired of it. That's all. I can appreciate the titties, but I am getting a little tired of, like, the whole sexualization thing. And that's just my, like, you're more than, like, free to, like whatever you like. I will not stop you from that. I can just tell you what, like, my personal opinion is. And you can take it or leave it. Become a game dev and make games sexualized. I mean, yes, but that doesn't fix the problem, so... That's just... True, that is just Love in Deep Space. And Love in Deep Space also makes me violently uncomfortable. But I think that's mainly how they talk to you. Like, I've never played, like, Love in Deep Space, but I have friends who've played it, and I've seen people, like, I've seen clips of people playing it, and it also just makes me slightly uncomfortable. I think it's not that it makes me slightly uncomfortable, it's that it makes me cringe. Like, I think that's where it is. It makes me cringe. They literally had a BDSM skin. That's true, I know that. All the men and lads are mid as and look. Okay, I wouldn't say if they look the same. They are just following the very, like, a very standard, like, oh, like, big, like, muscly man, right? I don't know. Characters can be attractive and hot without being naked. Yeah, it does have a period tracker. Wait 2 seconds, my headset is dying and I need to, like... So, 2 seconds. I will be right back. There we go. Okay, so I just need to plug this in, and then there we go. Should be better now. I need a gacha that has aging that are funny, like. Is that too much to? Apparently. Apparently. Hi, Lost. Welcome in. Welcome in. My God. I don't know. I think that's also why I got so, like, passionate and almost irritated yesterday when we were playing Senless. I think it is just that, like, the amount of, like sexualizing is just getting a little too out of hand. So. I think that's, like... Oh, I hate Grace with a burning passion. I despise her. She can fuck out of my roster right now. Goddamn. Like, I just hate Grace because, like, this is the third fucking time I've gotten her. Like... Yeah. I just think that's unfair. There are other characters where, like, had I lost my pity to them, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you know what, that's fine. Whatever. I'll survive, right? But Grace? Is she even in the meta? I have M6 like. Holy shit. But, like, at least Lycon is good for, like, some of the ice characters, right? He's still, like, in the game. I've lost 3 fucking 50-50s to him? That's sad. Damn. Damn. I mentioned yesterday my hate for D-Luke in Genshin. Because I have him fucking C5. And I've only ever gotten D-Luke on characters I really fucking passionately wanted. So. He's the best standard. Oh, he is. I mean, I don't keep track of, like, the 5 stars. Or the standard 5 stars. So. I know that, like, some of them have gotten, like, better. Or have gotten upgrades, but that's about it. I don't keep track. All I know is that I have not heard a single person say they use Grace. He's actually good. I ran him with Ellen for the longest time until Ellen stopped working due to power creep. I have run him with my Miyabi at one point. Yeah. And Hugo. So. So it's like, you know, I'm pretty sure he's still relatively good as, like, a stun for ice teams. Who else is, like, it's the same, like, Rena? I don't hear people use her either. Or Kaleda. I still love, like, the scene where they are both, like, in the Victoria housekeeping, like, meeting room or whatever it is, office, like, kissing their off time for, I bet, man, have you seen how they talk about each other? That is, like, that is not just, like, former friends, like, turned low-key rival, or, like, rival/enemies, like, I don't know. They're on opposite sides of, like, the law, basically. Like, it's just a little... It goes crazy in that... I can imagine, bro. I can imagine. Jesus. I know it's a relatively popular ship. It's like one of those ships where I don't hear people be, like, mad if they see someone else, like, ship it and they don't personally do it. It's like the one ship where I see basically no controversy of it. I don't actually think I've ever seen anyone be like, oh my god, that ship is so disgusting, or, like, you shouldn't ship that, or whatever. Like, On the other hand, other ships get a lot more. Jesus. I actually think that, like, Sunless is one of the... If not for, like, Arknights or Enfield, Sunless is one of the gacha communities where I see the least amount of shipping. And that could just be that I'm not on that side of the internet, and I will take that as, like, a possibility, but I really don't see as much of it, like, as much shipping in the Sunless fandom as I do in, like, for example, the Genshin or the Star Rail. And I think that's kind of funny. Why am I getting DMs right now? 2 seconds, guys. Just a minute. Wait, no, I'm just realizing that I won't be able to play the new story in, like, Enfield. Because I don't have the time. Fuck. Jaka, was it you who said that it was, like, really good? Wait, Ken, you found it? Send it to me right now. It's pretty good? Okay, wait, it's sad? What? I mean, no, I couldn't play through it all today, so there would be no, like, point in it. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wait until I get home. Oh my god. I haven't played all of it yet. No, but, like, just the first part. So from now, just the first part is, like, pretty good, but sad. Okay. I will be... Wait. Okay, now I'm just realizing, like, how far behind am I gonna be in all of these games? Because I'm like, I don't play the story quest in, like, in Star Rail right now, or in Genshin for that matter. So it's just Sunless and Enfield. That's it. You're gonna be no shit, Sherlock. I'm thinking more like how many chapters or like, cause Sunless, how often do we get like a we're at the end of the season now, aren't we? Or are we just at the end of a chapter? Because I'm starting to, like, how... Wait, for the time, like, for the month that I didn't play, like, the month and a half, give or take, that I basically didn't touch the Sunless story, I was behind about 9 hours of content. For a month and a half. Oh, I'm gonna be like 20 hours behind minimum. I think I don't know which chapter is which, so gotta be honest. Like, I can never remember what happens in each chapter. I just kind of have a feeling like, oh, this happens in the start. Oh, this happens, like, towards the end. Like, it's one of those things I don't really pay attention to. I just kind of vibe. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Go get some food. It's very important to eat, to remember to eat. I am probably gonna have leftovers for dinner. I remember curing that corruption that took over the city. Cause like the last stream you did, you like, have you gotten further since then? Or are you still like at that point? You started the epilogue, okay. I mean, you still have a ton of content in front of you then, because like, that's gonna take a couple of hours to get through. If not more than just a couple of hours. So. Is there anything else that I'm gonna be like behind on? Other than gacha, because like I'm gonna be so behind. There's gonna be so many new characters and I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what any of them do. If I don't finish the post chapter 1 stuff, I'll try to finish it on. That's a good idea. I generally think that like if there's a game that is easy to stream with the story quest and whatnot, I would say it's either Sunless or Enfield. Both of them are relatively easy to stream because you actually aren't stuck in dialogue for like 40 minutes. You listen to a bit of dialogue, then you go to another place or you fight some stuff and then you have some dialogue and it's like a pattern. Where some other games, not to mention any names, but Star Rail, you sit in dialogue for 40 fucking minutes. And it's voice acted so you don't have to exactly. That just makes it a lot easier and a lot, like, nicer to get through. I think if I have to read, like, fucking 3 hours worth of just dialogue, I'm gonna die. Cough, cough. I think Genshin has gotten better, though. Yes, there are some of them. What is it? Oh, I can't even remember it. There's that one side quest in, like, in Sumeru with the little, the Aranara quest. I don't know what it's actually called, but the Aranara quest. That one can go fuck itself. It took so long. The entire Emphoria story was like 50. That's insane. That's insane. But yeah, I really did not like the Aranara quest, and I was skipping like I tried to what is it, like actually read like for the first hour because I was like, oh, it's just a story quest. I want to get into them like a little more. So I tried to read it And then by like hour 2, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is just too much. So I started skipping through it. And I still sat and played that game just in that quest for like 10 fucking hours. I don't even want to know how long it took my friend, who was reading everything. Like, she was reading everything for that quest. I don't know how she got through it. She's typically, like, the type of person who will read it, like, so, like, intensely. Like, she will read everything. She has sat and, like, picked up, like, some of the books in Genshin and, like, read them to understand what they are. And, like, what they say and whatnot. Because she's just interested in the story like that. But even she said, like, she was considering, like, skipping towards the end of the R&R quest. All that to fall off after 3.4. Wait, when was 3.4? What was that update? Because I will say, like... Oh, okay. Like, I think in Genshin, my favorite story... And I know that, like, it's a basic answer. Because a lot of people liked it, but it was Fontaine. I genuinely think Fontaine was amazing. I don't know about, like, about Star Rail, though. I don't think I ever truly got into, like, the story at, like, in Star Rail. Penacony annoyed me a little bit because it just felt like it took forever. And Emphorius even more so. But I just... Oh boy. No, it's not that bad. I just think Penacony is when you can, like, start to feel that they are trying to drag the story out for longer. Or, like, that they are making it a lot longer than it maybe should be. Plus, I had a hard time keeping up with what the fuck is happening in Penacony. Penacony's story is so, like... A story does not need to be told in a straight line. It's totally fine to have, like, for it to be a little bit, like... Like, there's a few, like, back and forths, and, like, it's not straightforward. But I just... I could not keep track. Genuinely. I was like, because this is all told through dialogue, understanding it is a lot harder than if it was, like, written material that you had to read in, like, let's say a book or a movie you're watching. But because most of it is told through dialogue, I just... Oh. Did you play the Penacony bit after? No, I played it Penacony as it came out. The Dream City Hotel thing is... It's a nice concept. I definitely, like... I love the concept of Penacony. We go back to Penacony at... Oh my lord. We can't go... We can't keep doing this. No. Because I'm not done with Emphorius. I'm like, what, 5 hours into Emphorius? Or something like that? I've said this before. And it has not changed since. Is the main inspiration for any classic murder mystery like Murder on the Orient Express or anything Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? It's why I love Penacony. I mean, I understand the love for Penacony, definitely. I just think, like, I couldn't keep up with it, personally. And that's a skill issue on my part. I couldn't keep up with it. I still don't think that I've truly grasped what the fuck happened in Penacony, and now it's just been so long I don't remember. It's such a good closure to Penacony. I mean, I won't see it for another, like, 40 hours of just story. It'll make yeah, but that bit is after like 50 hours of Emphorias. I'm happy that there's like a good closing like scene or whatever the hell story segment to Penacony. I love that. I think that's great actually. But like after 50 hours of Emphorias? That's just a little insane. And you've said that before. People have told me before that Emphorias is peak, but I genuinely cannot get through the story. It is way too dialogue heavy. Yeah, I should really do that. I should just watch the recap and then, like, skip. Because, like, at this point, like, I just want to know what happens, but God, is it, like, very overwhelming to think, oh, I have, like, at least 40 hours, if not 45 hours left of this, like, story, and it's just story. But has spoiled me. I can't do the non-voice dialogue when I play Genshin. I mean, Senless is definitely like a luxury where everything is just voiced. There is very little dialogue that isn't. Which is wonderful. There are some cool moments in Emphorias, but the writing felt like such a downgrade from Penacony. I mean, a lot of people describe that as well, from Fontaine in Genshin to Natlan. A lot of people, at least from what I know, a lot of people thought that like Natlan felt like the original story had been scrapped and just rewritten in like a couple of days to make something. And it didn't help that most of Natlan wasn't voiced because of like stuff that was going on with the voice actors, which, yeah. So. I think Natlan was in like an unfortunate place by also just not having a whole lot of like voice acting, but it really felt like a downgrade from Fontaine. Fontaine was amazing. I will die on that hill. It was absolutely insane. But I haven't played Not Cry, and a lot of people are also saying that Not Cry is pretty good. Land of the Dragons, but there are no dragons. Yeah, there were no dragons, there were only dinosaurs. And I'm sorry to say, but that is just not the same. Not Cry is easily second to Fontaine. I'm glad, like, I'm happy to hear that, because that is, like, the vibe that I'm getting from the amount of Not Cry that I played. I think Not Cry will also just feel 10 times better when compared to the previous region, which is Natlan. When we have just had Natlan and then, like, which most people didn't like, and then you get Not Cry, which is good, or at least, like, alright, it will feel better than it might actually be. I skipped Natlan after Fontaine and went, alright, well then, fair enough. Not Cry didn't make me feel like getting carpal tunnel in my thumbs from spamming through dialogue. I ended up also, like, mostly not... I was, like, halfway paying attention to Natlan. But I heard a lot of people who were like, I'm playing Natlan and I'm reading everything and I still don't think it's good. And I'm like, well, that confirms it. So. I spammed through the first bit of Fontaine because I was so tilted with how shit Sumeru was. How dare you go through, like, not, like, skip through some of Fontaine. Fontaine was amazing from start to finish. Fontaine was absolutely amazing. And I also think, that might have been in, like, Farina's story quest, though. The song at the end, oh my god, it's so good. It might be in French, but fuck that shit, it is still good. Then when I came back after a year-long break, I sat through it all. Oh! Literally everything about Fontaine is peak, bro. The music, the aesthetic, everything. It is so pretty. And it feels so consistent all throughout. Fuck you, folks, Lord. That's so funny. Oh my god. I remember a lot of people were saying that at the time because goddamn. I think, like, Fontaine might have been the first time I was sitting through Genshin, like, quests and I was, like, crying. Because, like, either it was just touching me, like, emotionally, or, like, it was just sad. I was crying. I was bawling my fucking eyes out at the story. It was so good. I will forever say that Fontaine is, like, the best thing Genshin has ever produced. Like, it just felt right. And, like, I think also just a lot of the mechanics that were introduced with Fontaine just made the game feel better. Because, like, Natlan, what is it called? Night Soul? That thing? Some of the enemies you cannot defeat without it, which means, like, yeah. That's just gonna be really fucking annoying if you do not pull for the characters, like, that are on the Natlan banners. But the, like, different, what is it called again? It's, like, Osha? And something else. Those two, like, different things that characters can do are not necessary in defeating the enemies in Fontaine. They're nice to have, it makes it easier, but they're not necessary. And I think that is much better than, like, locking, like, defeating bosses behind a paywall. Because I remember so many people complaining about, like, Spiral Abyss being so annoying if you didn't have, like, a full Natlan team. Like, Fontaine was just better, and Fontaine just did it better. Dude, that's what I've been saying this whole time, and people shat on you for that? That's crazy. That is insane. That's actually, yeah, it was part of what killed Genshin for me, actually. Natlan was what's like partly killed Genshin for me because of the story, because of like the gameplay that suddenly became locked behind like gacha. Like, it's fine if you're like, oh, this character will make your life easier. That's fair. But you still need to be able to use the other characters. You can't just like lock everything behind, oh, you need the newest character because otherwise you can't defeat this boss. Someone told me that Nightline was better than Fontaine, and I had to leave the chat because I was Steph gonna say something. Oh my god. I mean, to each their own. I will say that, like, if you think Natlan was really, really good, sure. That's your subjective opinion. That's your personal opinion, and you're entitled to that. But I just don't agree. I think that's it. I just don't agree. Now I'm definitely not coming back to it. Lol, I had the worst luck in Genshin when pulling. Same. I remember right before I basically quit Genshin for good, I got Flynn's because I was like, I kept seeing people on my TL being like, oh, there's like this new emo boy in Genshin. I was like, who's this guy? And I see pictures of him and I'm like, yep, need him. I'm sorry to say I need him. And I ended up getting him. Has he been built? Nope. Will it ever happen? Probably not. Will I ever come back to Genshin? Most likely not. Lunar Reactions Abyss suck. I think they need to get out of that, like, this type of combat thing is necessary for you to defeat it and just make it is a nice to have. It wouldn't be so bad if they gave the fucking 4 stars the ability. Wait, the 4 stars can't proc it? That's... Okay, that's bad. That's really bad then. Literally only the 5 star. That is... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, actually. The 4 stars can buff the reactions but not proc. That's... At least in Natlan, the 4 stars could proc it. And you were given 1 character for free. But still... I really don't like that, actually. That's just sad. They give you a free character, but she doesn't proc. That's just... That's so sad. I think... That's... It is just plain bad design. But I also just hate Genshin to see... Hate to see a game like Genshin that I loved for so long go down this route. And practically, like, destroy itself. It's not like... If you've seen or played a piece of media and you really like it and you love it for so long, and then you see it like take a turn for the worst. It's just sad. And it also just kind of makes you a little frustrated because you're like, it's been so much better, like, why not continue? It makes sense now why Star Rail is their moneymaker. I mean, is Star Rail their moneymaker? I don't know which one gives them the most amount of cash, to be honest. I've been out of the loop for both games for so long. Like, both Zenless and Star Rail for so long. I just play the game occasionally and live my life. Remind them that the last 4-star in Star Rail was 17 months ago! Wait. Are we actually... Is it actually that long ago? God damn. The devs do it harder in Genshin than any of their other games because they know they could literally... Jeez. Just players go ass to mouth for it. Oh, yeah. Last time I checked, at least it might be Sinless now, but I don't know. I don't know either. I don't keep track on, like, what game makes a multi-million-dollar company make even more money. I genuinely... I'm like, these are amounts of money that I can't even begin to fathom, so I just don't look at it. It's still Genshin? God damn. Genshin was top of the chart for gacha revenue. That's crazy, actually. I didn't expect that one. Of all gachas? That has to be wrong. That... Jesus. So Genshin is still going strong. That's actually insane. I mean, good for them. Like, I'm glad that Genshin is still going strong. But it is true. I hardly see people, like, talk about it. I practically only hear people talk about it from, like, my friend who still plays it actively. And that's it. And maybe the occasional, like, tweet or something like that. I get a lot of fan content, though. Like, fan art and, like, that sort of stuff. Just not, like, people talking about gameplay or story or anything like that. Yeah, no worries. Take your time. I don't know why I'm so tired. I actually slept a lot lately. I should be well rested. Oh my, that is... Jesus Christ. That's insane! Holy! It's actually crazy. I did not expect that. Well, the more you know. I'm shocked almost. But at the same time, not really. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah? What's up? They spent what on her? God damn. But see, this is what I mean. This is like an unfathomable amount of money. You said weekends were good for you. Yeah. Mostly weekends and maybe occasional Fridays. But I mentioned this earlier. It's not gonna be every weekend. I will see how often I can, but like obviously I also want to go out and explore stuff, have like trips, that sort of stuff, or just like sit and relax so I'm not like just studying, going home, sleeping, and like that's it. I still want to like utilize my time there as much as I can. But I will definitely, like, as often as I can. I think that's insane, though. 30 million is insane. And literally none of us will ever see that amount of money in our entire life. There's no way. Okay, cool, noted. Great. I mean, y'all can just, like, text me, and then, like, I will see what I can do. $150? I'm baffled. I'm baffled, genuinely. Is she at least, like, the highest, like the most meta character or something? Or is it just that people really, really like her? Great. Why not both then? Fantastic. It's insane though. That's so much fucking money. She's got an amazing story and she's really okay. God damn. I can't. I don't know, man. That it's just insane. I really have nothing else to say. I can't fathom the amount of money. I haven't played the story, so I wouldn't know. But, like, if you say so, it's insane, though. I feel like a broken record right now, but... Imagine if we all had 150 mil. I mean... We wouldn't even need, like, 150 mil each. We could split that and still be comfortable for the rest of our fucking lives, and then some. That's JP Mobile. That can't be. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. I really, really, truly refuse to believe that, because that is just insane. Literally us and if we have kids. Yeah, exactly. And, like, if invested correctly, future generations as well. That will set us up for a good fucking chunk of time if invested well. If done correctly, that will set us up for generations, bro. Like... generational wealth starting right now. I'll invest my 2 cents that I have in my bank account. We'll all be rich. And then you invest in stocks and be more... Exactly. It feels so weird that, like, the conversation about, like, stocks and, like finances, that sort of stuff, that's the kind of conversation I'm having with my mom right now. Because, like, I'm an adult and whatnot, so that's, like, the kind of topics that we end up talking about right now. And I'm like, can we go back to talking about something where I don't have to use my brain? This hurts. Can we please, like, can we please talk about something else? This is a lot. I don't like this. I mean, at least, like, yeah. 150 million Danish currency if you... for you, 150, what is it? Like, it's oh my god, it's so much fucking money. Let me see, 2 seconds. So that needs to be in USD, and that's 150 mil. So there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's almost $1 billion. Danish. It is 971 million Danish. You're set for... Yeah, I'm set for generations, man. I'm set for, like, the rest of the fucking universe. That is... Oh my god, that's a crazy amount of money. That is so much money that you would not be able... You can't fathom that amount of money. We, as regular people, will never understand, like, what that amount of money actually looks like and actually can do. Like, Jesus. That's genuinely insane. I feel like you'd run out of things to buy even... Yeah, you would run out of things to buy after, like, the first 5 mil. After, like, 5 million, unless you, like, the things you buy are, like, really crazy expensive. I cannot name things over, like, a $5 million that I'm like, oh yeah, I would get that. No. I have no desire to have, like, a boat or anything like that. I have no desire to own a plane. I have no desire to have any of those things, and I wouldn't get them just because I could. You could get a 12-car garage and still have... Yeah, but what would I need? I don't even have a driver's license. What would I... Like... Okay, that's the one thing I don't understand either. I don't understand the principle... Like, the idea of having 12 different cars. I don't, like... I don't understand it. I would much... Like, I can understand, like, having maybe 2 cars. That's it. But more than that, it starts getting, like, obscene to me. It starts getting just weird. Like, I'll drive them for... Hate to break it to you, an American driver's license does not work in Denmark. You actually can't drive with an American driver's license in Denmark. Money is temporary. Winning a 50-50 is forever. True. You would be able to win everything. Like, a 50-50 wouldn't matter to you with that amount of money. True, I'd need to... You would need to take more than a test, I think. Like, I think it's insane, actually. From what I'm reading, Castor's pulled in 100 million. Not sure if that's only mobile or combined. I don't care if it's one or the other. It's so much money. If I get double Aria, you know who stole your luck? How dare you? Oh yeah, I crashed the fuck out. That amount of luck is genuinely disgusting. And it's not fucking fair. You disgust me. How dare you have good gacha luck? So basically, a couple of days ago, Kin was streaming Senless and decided to, like, oh, you know, let's pull Arya, like, she's alright. After some convincing. I don't know, had you decided if you wanted her already? Because I remember it as being, like, you needed a little bit of convincing to like, pull her. He gets Soldier 11, and immediately in the next 10 pull gets Arya. It genuinely disgusts me. It's been so long. So who do we say? Like, if I helped convince you, who do we say thank you to, huh? Because I wasn't gonna do it. Yeah, and then you get her. Jesus. I don't find it fair. You know what? Maybe I should just not have convinced you, because maybe I, like, by convincing you, I gave, like, all of my luck to you. I feel like you're gonna hate when you... I might, especially if you're pulling characters that, like, you know. I am self-aware of how lucky I am. I have seen you pull some shinies, like, in Pokemon. So many times. I remember that there was, like, a moment where you just randomly got a shiny, and everyone was like, what the fuck? How? I got Hugo in my first 10 pull, no pay. I hate you. Anyway, what's crazy is that you didn't say anything. I wouldn't have done that final pull. That's true! You were just gonna, like, leave it at that. I am built different. Incorrectly, even. I'm built wrong. I'm just built incorrectly. Jesus. I just... And now I'm like, what? I'm 40, like, pity away from, like... Or 40 pulls away from, like, guaranteed or something like that. Or maybe it's 50. 50, 60 maybe? Somewhere around that. And I'm never gonna be able to get those pulls. I'm never gonna be able to it. I have, like, 2 days in the coming time where I can actually play Zenless, or any other game, like, before I leave. And after I leave, it's done for. I can't pull anymore. Watch Noxie pull the best character in the game first try. I would hate. I would be so happy for her, but God, would I feel like a little bit of, like, fury just build inside me. My God, I would be so mad, but so happy for her at the same time. Just gonna... No. I'm not gonna throw you out the window. I'm gonna throw myself out the window. I will throw myself. Because that will hurt you more. We all know, like, how Noxie has been reacting to this being my last stream for a while. Me killing myself would hurt her way more than it would hurt me. Congratulations and fuck you. Yeah, exactly. I guess she has a point. I always have a point. Whether it's a correct point, that a completely different story. We're just gonna pull out the yeah. That's messed up, lol. Yeah, it is welcome. That's just how things be ever so often. It is what it is. What can I say? I'm 50-50 myself. You know what you can't do? Take Noxie's back shots forcefully like she does in Repo. Oh my god. Playing buckshot roulette IRL for real. I want to play that so badly when I get back. That is one... Okay. This is my promise to Ken and to Noxie, because I'm dragging Noxie with me. And whoever else wants to play with us, right? We are playing buckshot roulette immediately when I get home. Immediately. I'm calling it right now. I'm like, we could put down a date immediately, and I would reserve that in my calendar. We gotta play Buckshot Roulette for together. Yep. 100%. I really want to play that game just to see how bad at it I am. So is that... Yep, that is the next collab in 6 months. That's just gonna be funnier than Repo. 100%. I don't doubt it will be. Imagine, like, we haven't been able to... Like, I haven't been able to play a game with these people for, like, 6 fucking months. I've just been commentating everything. That's it for, like, 6 months. And then I come back and I can finally play a video game. All I'm saying is it's gonna be peak. The next collab in 6 months, you truly sound like a D&D group. Oh my god. I mean, if that's what D&D is like, then yes, we are now a D&D group, apparently, even though I've never played D&D in my life. That's a lie. I've played it once. I played D&D once. So. But I really want to play Buckshot Roulette with you guys. Shit, I'll put down a date right now. Goddamn. Worst part is you guys have better scheduling than my... That's... Oh, that's sad. That sucks, man. That sucks. I do actually feel like we're pretty good at, like, scheduling a date. The only thing is that we get a little confused with time zones. So we'll be like, are we starting at this time or this time? And mainly it's because I'm like, wait. What time zone did you describe the time in? Was it like in EST or did you mean like 6 p.m. my time? We need you? Yes, we need. Or Noxie will just forget the time she wants to do things. Also true. Also true. Okay. Okay, Ken. That is a low blow. My model did not work last time. Fuck that. Fuck that shit was annoying. Oh my god. The fact that my VTube studio on my computer and on my phone were just like, no, I will not connect. No, thank you. I'm not doing that. And I had to, like, basically set it up from scratch again. And it was so random. There was no reason for it to. Yes, Luke, you are literally the best clipper of the channel. 100%. I was on time. I was there, I was ready. My VTube studio just wasn't. I was ready on time. You are the only clipper in there. I mean, who knows? Maybe at the time you have competition and you need to prove that you are truly the best clipper, but for now, you are. Because there's no other. Like, that's just how it is. Yeah, it is like, Luke and Jet are mostly like, clipping. Was it Jet who went back and clipped, like, his own death? Or am I misremembering? I'm pretty sure it was Jet who went back and clipped. Jet is known to do that, yes? Oh my. It was so funny though. I'm still surprised that we reached peak last time. I still find that to be so insane. that we actually made it. And that we casually made it to such high levels in repo. I think we're just goated like that. Him dying laughing during the stream made it... It does simply just make it funnier. The entire stream was peaked, therefore you peaked. Whatever you say, man. Like... I need to reach the top of peak with... That's true! You do! You weren't there! Oh my god. Yeah, our record is like level 10. To be fair, we also just got fucked over so many times, and we still made it quite far. I'm honestly surprised. I'm honestly just like... That's insane. That's like a lot. Got screwed with the monster combination, but somehow... Yeah, somehow we did it. Until we didn't. But I think at that point we were also just very tired of Repo being like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. So at the end, we were dying a little bit. I was, at least. Oh yeah, the huntsman just shot me for no fucking reason. I'm still pissed about that. Because I was just standing still. I didn't even crouch, I didn't walk, I didn't do anything. I stood still and this motherfucker shot me point blank. I do not like that. I'm so mad at it. The huntsman is like... He's like... How do I describe this? The huntsman makes you not play the game in a funny way. Because, like... You can't speak. Which is part of what is fucking funny about Repo. He takes out a little bit of the fun in the game. The guy just said, fuck you, you breathe too loud. True. So true. Jet got shot for looking. I saw that afterwards. It's so fucking hysterical, man. It was so funny. Generally, all the clips, like, there was so many funny moments in that stream. It was so nice. There's so many of them. I love when we did the... when we found out that you can lower the voice of TTS by, like, activating the love potion and then the hourglass. That shit's so fucking funny. I still love that it came, like, when I pressed the love potion and it started speaking about Jet, and it was like, Jet has that Yas Queen something. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Would have clipped more, but I wasn't around. It's totally fair. Like, I appreciate what you did already, because that's a lot. That was like 6 clips or something. Yeah, the love potion. The love potion was so funny. I still need to figure out what the fuck Yas Queen something means. Because I think that is the funniest way to describe a person, but I have no idea what the fuck it means. Good times, good times. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was also just a rough round. My god. Repo is genuinely such a funny game. And it's like... It's a fairly cheap game. Like, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. But it is so fucking funny, and you can do so much in the game. I refuse to die level 1 to that guy. The Noxy crash out gets a kick out of me every time. You can genuinely tell that Noxy's about to lose her fucking marbles. Having the huntsman in such a tight level as the mansion is actually disgusting. It is, because you can't move. You can't move around, you can't speak. And apparently he can shoot you through the fucking wall. Or when you don't say anything. I'm so mad about that. It's just not fair. Like, I find it even more funny that she's like, she slams your head into the ground several times and puts you in the extraction point. And we're like, oh yeah, is she gonna slam my head into the ground as well? And she just quietly puts me down. And you complain about it to her and she launches your fucking head so far away. That shit was funny as hell. That, and when we were like, what level were we at? Like 7 or something? And like, I pick up your head and you're like, you wouldn't dare. And I do it. I still, like, I did not see that Noxie picked you up and like threw you back in the extraction. I genuinely thought that that pit threw you back into the extraction point and you were just really fucking lucky. Which is why my reaction is what it is. I genuinely thought y'all were being goobers and I'm sweating my butt off. No, we were just hated on. That man hated our ass. He did not give a shit. He was just like, they need to die. Now. It was so funny though. Let me see, 2 seconds. Is the VOD up? It should still be 2 seconds. Let me just take a gander. It's still on Twitch. But I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet. I'm actually, most of the streams that haven't been uploaded to YouTube yet are because I plan to do that starting next week. So that they will upload like Monday through however long it takes for every single one of them to be uploaded. I need to start uploading my VODs. I just made my channel. Ooh, nice! Oh, yeah, you could... I think my PNG is somewhere in, like, our shared chat. Or I can just send it to you real quick, if you need it. I need to have the thumbnails made before I leave though, because otherwise I don't have my my PNGs myself. I can send them right now, if anything. It doesn't take me that long. Let me see. Where are they though? They should be... Oh my god, wait, where did I... Oh fuck, I can never remember. There we go. Do you want like just a standard one, or do you want one that has emotion? Because I can do both. So it's just, you have free choice, man. Whatever you want. Okay, let me see, I can do, Let me see. So there's the standard one, which is I think also the one that I sent to Jet. And then I have one that's like that I use a lot for thumbnails. You can use whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, whatever you want. So, I'm thinking if I'm like starting to reach like, oh, should I start making dinner for myself? Because I woke up quite earlier than I usually do. Like today. And I have not gotten better about eating lunch. So I haven't had lunch. And I'm feeling the effects of like of that decision. Do you ever have a song in your head that comes up when you stop? Right now, I have a song that I listen to quite a lot, so if I'm not listening to anything, that's mostly what I'll think of, right? And it is Undertaker by Penthouse. It is such a good song. It is so whimsical. It is so like, oh my god, it's so nice. I sent it in the Discord actually for like music recommendations, I think. Let me see. Yes, it is actually the latest one. It's also called Ichinan. It is such a good song, and it's like, it's just such a vibe. Oh my god, I love it. Girlie needs to eat. Yeah, she does. I need to eat. I've fallen into the Sparksy brain rot. I don't know what that is. I've not been keeping up with like with Star Rail enough. I did actually get Yao Guang though. Isn't that her name? The peacock themed lady. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let me pull for her. What's the worst that can happen? And then I get her and I'm like, oh, anyway. But yeah. But no, Undertaker is definitely like my current high rotation. That or oh my god, what's the title? 2 seconds, let me just let me see, what is it called again? It is Abyss by Nechi. It is also like really fucking good. Those two are definitely like my high rotation right now. Ravings just play when my head is empty, so it's, oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah. I think those are like definitely like way up there for me. Is there anything else that I've been listening to a lot lately? Let me just, let me open my Spotify, because I typically listen to a lot of the same stuff. It's likely gonna be in this playlist, if anything. I've also been listening to Innocent Tyrant by Chogakse. Aru Otoko by Ahab, I think? And Only Way by Kurana. All those songs, absolutely amazing. Definitely go check them out. They're all Japanese. So, like, in different genres, though. Alright, see you later, Luke. I don't know how much longer I will be going for, so thank you so much for stopping by. So yeah. I think those five are definitely like high rotation right now. I listen to them a lot. Like way too much. You know, I should probably like send them in chat. Let me send you guys. Let me put you on. So we have Only Way by Kurana. And then we have, oh my god, that's in Japanese though, so I need like Japanese keyboard right now. Aru. Can I not? Oh my god. Oh, that's because it shows up so weirdly. Oh my god, that's why. Okay. Thankfully, that's the only one. That's there. And then we got Undertaker, which is super good. That's actually the one that I recommend the most. If you have even just a minute to listen to any of these, let it be Undertaker. That is such a good song. It is, oh my lord. And then we have, it was Innocent Tyrant. And last but not least, it was Abyss. Alright, there you go. That's a list. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I will try to have the best trip of my life. And I will be back to streaming as soon as I can. I can't guarantee an exact date, but like around the 20th is when I can get back to streaming, because I know that I have an exam shortly after I return. And all I've been told is that exam should be like over by the time we're past the 20th. So when we're past the 20th of August, I should be able to stream again. I can't guarantee it will be exactly on the 20th, but like, yeah. Tears are forming right now. No. I hope that's a joke and not actually true. Oh my god. I'm laying in a pool of my own tears currently. Oh, Noxy. Oh my. I mean, the thing is, I've always known that this, like, as I mentioned earlier, I knew even before like streaming that I was gonna take this semester abroad because it was an option I had. So, like, obviously, because I've always known, when I started streaming, I also knew that, like, yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to take a break. But I gotta be honest, when I first started, I was like, oh, I'm probably not even gonna last that long streaming. I'm probably gonna stream for a couple months, find out that this shit isn't for me, and then just go about my life, and I won't have to worry about like the 6 months abroad. But now we're here, and I'm still here. I've been doing this for way over a year now, and like, it's an amazing opportunity and your friends are just dramatic. Don't mind this. I understand though. I understand. But it's just like, now that I'm in this situation, I'm like, wow, I actually have to do this, and I actually have to not stream for like 6 months. It just feels weird. That's all I can say. It just feels like Something went wrong at some point, and now I'm here. I really do hope, though, that, like, when I get back, I can return to streaming no problem. Like, at most, I would need to, like, figure out, like, oh, wait, how do I actually, like, do this again? Like, how does OBS work? I need a debrief. How does this work again? I don't know. To be honest, it's Lost's fault. True, because Lost, like, had I not met him, I would not have met anyone else. If we connect the dot. But I'm very happy about it. I am genuinely really, really happy about, like, where I am. And I don't care if my growth is slow or if I'm not, like, the top 10 VTuber right now. I could not give a shit. What matters the most to me is that I have fun streaming, that I provide a place for people to, like, just have fun, like, sit down, relax, be goofy, that sort of stuff, and that that I have fun with my friends when I play games with them. It doesn't matter to me if I have 1 million followers or not. Sure, that would be nice, like, don't get me wrong, but I don't need that. Yeah. Imagine one day we all get VTuber of the Year. I'm gonna be too realistic here. It's not gonna happen. Oh my god, it's never gonna happen. I'm gonna be a little realistic here because I can see myself maybe one day reaching, like, 1,000 followers. Like, maybe in, like, 10 years or so. But I don't see myself ever getting big enough to get something like that. So I'm just happy where I am in life right now. Again, sure, it would be nice to be, like, a really big creator and, like, being able to just live off of VTubing, like, imagine. But I'm fine being in my own little corner, just doing my thing, playing my gachas, having fun with friends, and that sort of stuff. And I'm gonna continue doing that for as long as I physically can. You aren't getting rid of me permanently. That's not happening. I would never go corporate, though. I'd rather have fun. I mean, I assume that, like, corporate VTubers still have fun because otherwise it is really just hard to do, but I can't say. I see the pros and cons of both. So I'm gonna see where the future takes me, and whatever that is, it's whatever it is, right? So I understand not wanting to go corporate, though. I understand it 100%. I think I'm how do I say this? My biggest motivation to stream is just that I find it fun. That I think it is fun. I don't think you necessarily like, that one path blocks that. Then again, I don't know what will happen in the future and what decisions I'll make. Yeah, like, the future's always different. Like, back when I was still, like, I think I've been 17 or something, I did actually try streaming on a completely different account that has since been fucking, like, destroyed. It does not exist anymore. And back then I stopped because I was like, there's no way I can do this. I'm not funny enough. I'm not like, I can't do this. Could you imagine if I continued? If I had continued, I would have been streaming for what? 5 years now? But I stopped because I thought like, oh, I can't do this. But I came back to it because I really wanted to. I will say though, I'm very happy that I ran with the idea of being a VTuber and that you guys helped me. I mean, yeah, I understand. To me, VTubing is a way for me to just like still interact with people, still stream without showing my face and without like and while still retaining some level of like privacy. Because that's a lot of it. Like, yeah, I can share a lot of details as a VTuber, but because you don't know what I look like or who I am behind, like, my model, that means that you guys can, like, I retain a lot more of my privacy. So, I don't think I could ever, like, face cam. I really don't. I applaud anyone who can do that like full long term, like really, because I couldn't. But at the same time, I see people saying the same stuff about like VTubing, that they feel too disconnected from like their streaming or their chat or whatever. So I understand. I understand both sides. I just personally prefer VTubing. So, but I'm very happy with where I am in life, even if it is just my small corner of the internet. I couldn't ask for anything else. I think it is important to realize. I think for a lot of streamers, you need to figure out why are you doing this. And even like when I was streaming to absolutely nobody, my reason for streaming was still like, oh, the reason I'm streaming is because I want to give someone a like a place to relax, a place to sit down and just like relax, do nothing, and forget that like life can be fucking hard, right? That has always been my reason for streaming. Always. I want to make people laugh and I want them to have a place to feel safe. Whether or not I achieve that, that is beyond me. But if I have made at least one person's day a little better, then yeah, I've succeeded. It doesn't need to be 1,000 people that like feel like their life has been improved just by watching my stream, or like that they feel a little better. But if it's just one person. So. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about like possibly making a lot of money from this. Like I don't. They are nice assets and nice parts of this, like if you make it that far, but let's be fucking for real, most people don't. So if you build your entire thing on that, oh, you just want the fame, you just want the money, I don't think your heart is in it. And I think most people who are in it for that will eventually burn out. So those are literally my 2 cents, and you can take them or leave them. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, you need to like agree with me or whatnot. You can disagree. That's fine. To each their own. If I can make someone happy and escape the stress, I feel great. Exactly. So honestly, whenever you guys are like, honestly, my cheeks hurt, or like, oh, I'm laughing so much, or this is cracking me up, anything like that, that is so nice for me to hear. I don't think I can properly like describe, because I don't sound very happy maybe when or like I don't sound super excited or whatnot, but those messages genuinely tell me that I'm doing something right. You'll get burned out if you do it for money and fame. Yeah. And it's just plain simple. Like, they might be a good like side thing to think about if that's what you want, but I don't think those should be your primary goals, because then it will just feel so much harder when you don't get either of those things. So. I think that's gonna be my ending note for now. I have had a blast. This is the the first time I've done a full stream as just chatting. Actually, now that I look at it, most of them has switched to games, or switched back to just chatting, or back to games afterwards. But I need to get some food. That's one thing. I'm really fucking hungry, so I need to get something to eat. But I have had a blast. It has been so fun chatting with you guys and getting to say, like, getting at least one last stream in, right? I don't know when the next time I will see you guys is, but I will definitely keep you posted. For now, though, this channel will mostly be dead, except for the clips, for the next 6 months. Which does not feel good to say, it really doesn't, but I will, like, keep all of you posted on Discord, on social media, such as Twitter and YouTube occasionally, I think. But I will try to post as much as I can on Twitter, like stuff that I'm seeing and like my thoughts, that sort of stuff. I'll try to chat with you guys as much as I can in the Discord. So if you want to chat with me and you aren't in the Discord, I'm gonna quote Noxy here. First of all, what are you doing with your life? Yeah. And then, yeah, that's gonna be it. As I've mentioned, I will be on like friends streams before, like, later. So I will join like VC and just do commentary, like commentate whatever the hell is going on and like chat and whatnot. But I won't actually be playing the games. So I think I'm gonna be so bad at video games when I get back. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna suck major ass at video games, but hey, whatever can you do? But yeah, I will try to share as much as I can from my trip, and keep you all like involved and whatnot as much as I can. And of course, if I'm in someone's stream, I will post that, obviously. Of course. But for now, this is now the official start of my hiatus. I won't stream myself for 6 months. It has been a blast. I absolutely love and adore every single one of you. You mean the absolute world to me. I would not be the streamer that I am without you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I will say see you later. because I can't really like say see you next time because I don't know when that is. But see you later. Okay? Until next time.